Fanny, and this is
Peyton.
Now this is Petty Pay, and she really is the petty princess. But we're gonna do like a chit chat, girl talk kind of video. So first things that I want to talk about is what's going on right now, and that's Gucci Mane and Keisha. How you feel about their relationship?
I think it's cute. I think it's honest because Gucci went to jail and Keisha held him down, and she monopolized the money that Gucci left behind. She bossed up.
Boss up would be a P-U-S-S-Y.
She made smart moves.
Make money moves. Make money moves.
And she got Gucci to be healthy. Gucci's still skinny.
Right. He's still there.
He didn't revert back. He didn't come home and go back. Came home, he got skinnier, leaner. She upgraded his life, basically.
Definitely so. Like, I really like their relationship only because, like, I know it's like, people be like, oh, it's dumb to stick with a man. Like, he be cheating, he be going to jail, he be doing drugs, all that other stuff. However, if you do decide to stay with your man and you get that ring, and you get a man to really realize, like, his true potential, why are you, like, over here having a photo shoot?
I have to make sure. I mean, it's my first YouTube video.
I forgot what I was saying, Dad. You done messed me up. But I just think it's a beautiful thing to see, like, through all her pain, through all her, like, just hard times with him, she finally got to where the point that she really, 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 really wanted to be, and that is his wife.
I do think that she a little bit stupid.
Why stupid though?
Maybe let me not judge, because to each his own. Every woman likes her own cup of tea differently. But Gucci cheated on her. Gucci, I'm quite sure she went through a lot of heartbreaks with Gucci.
Of course.
And then he goes to jail. Like, Gucci put her through the ringer, and I feel like most women would have been told, like, from a friend or a mom or something, there's better out there, like, don't settle. But I kind of feel like Keisha settled, but her settling looks different because of Gucci Mane's means. Like, he's not like any old Joe Schmo. Like, he's Gucci Mane. Like, he's on award shows, he's on red carpet, so it don't really look like she settled. But in the reality of the situation, if they weren't Gucci Mane and Keisha Kayor, she settled.
I don't think so. Not at all. I think all you were saying was right in the sense of, okay, yeah, he put her through a lot of stuff. But what men don't? Just because you got money don't mean anything, because a woman stays with a broke man any other time. So, I mean, the money may help a little bit. That coin may help a little bit. But at the same time, like, if I'm putting up with broke Ricky, I can put up with rich Gucci. Like, plain and simple. Like, women do it every day. It's just her. That's like the whole thing about being a celebrity. Like, I really don't know. I ain't a celebrity. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's like we go through the same stuff that they go through. It's just they have to go through it in front of everybody. And I get to go through it between me and my girlfriends, or me and my family, or me and the people that I want to know about it. We just see, like, Gucci Wild, and we see, like, him turning up and him, like, not being faithful. And then she stays, and now we all calling her stupid. But I can tell you right now, I know plenty of people who stay with their man after they cheat.
Oh yeah, I know a few.
After he do the bull stuff, after they go to jail, myself included. Like, you stay with somebody, or you still tolerate somebody even though they put you through a whole bunch of stuff. And these people ain't got no money. Like, they ain't got no reason for me to stay. You just stay because of love. Love is a drug, and love make you crazy. Like, love really make you crazy, so it make you.
Yeah, she gotta be in love to deal with all of that, cause.
Definitely so.
And the reason why I really believe that she really do love him is because, like I said, you have to be in love to go through all of that. Because let's be honest, Gucci Mane is not Jay-Z, he's not P. Diddy, he doesn't have 240 million, 300 million.
Oh, I mean, he got money.
He has, like...
He got an M, so
I'm cool with that. He got million, but he's not multi-millionaire, left, right, private jet millionaire. He's like a mansion millionaire, so...
Listen, that's enough millionaire for me. But I was shaking my head like this, because when you said, like, he not... I think you was going to say, like, a Morris Chestnut, because he not fine and shit. Like,
oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Gucci, like, pre-jail Gucci...
He a whole dub with that ice cream on his face. Whole dub.
Post-jail Gucci, minus the ice cream cone, He's attractive. He's like a solid 6. A solid 6.
Give my man a 6.
All right, 6.5. He's a solid 6.5.
You don't get an extra point for his money?
All right, he get a 7 for being.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
A mansion millionaire.
A mansion millionaire.
He get a 7 for that.
Oh my god. Well, we could segue into Cardi B and Offset because they just got engaged.
And
shout out to them.
Shout out to them, but they definitely rushed that.
You think so? We don't really know how long they've really been dating though.
Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop, right? That was what, last year?
Yeah.
Last year or beginning of this year, right? Or was it last year?
I mean, you gotta think about when they tape it and when they actually show it. So let's say last year. Let's say 2016.
Okay, 2016. She pops with what was that song? Forever. She popped with Forever, and then shortly after that, she started messing with Offset because Offset, you know, you saw her Offset in pictures and everything. Mm-hmm. Then they came out as a couple, and then they really were like a super couple when Bodak Yellow came out. Mm-hmm. And then now they're like engaged, and I'm like, do you really know this person? Like, do you really know? And then like before that, like she had broke up with him, you know, fake broke up with
like
him.
2 days ago. But that's still like,
so it's just like, is your foundation that solid? And number one, like she runs to social media a lot. So
she's 24 or 20. Yeah, 24. Like,
girl, I'm 21. Social media don't know all my business out there on Front Street.
Shit, they know mine.
Cardi B be putting it out there. Every little thing she put out there, she put it out there. I mean, I love Cardi, but I just think she needs to master the art of privacy, and her and Offset will be A-okay.
Okay. First of all, I don't think it's fair for us to, like, try to define their love, because you could fall in love for them maybe in a week or a day or something. I don't know. Me, personally, I wouldn't do it, but who am I to tell you that you can't be in love with somebody that you only known for however long they knew each other? A year, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. And two, it's like, okay, we know what we see on social media. I don't know Cardi B personally. I don't know Offset personally. So I don't know how long they've really been talking. I don't know what they talk about. Like, all I see is them on the red carpet and he holding her butt and they kissing. Like, that's all I see. So that's all I have to go from. Y'all look real affectionate. Y'all look like y'all bedroom stuff is popping. But, you know, who am I to put, like, a time limit on their love and how strong it is? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if, like, you did it. Like, I know you. Like, you talk to me. I talk to you. So if you came and told me, like, girl, I met this dude. Cool. Now you come to me 6 months later and be like, oh, we about to get married. I'm going to look at you like, you don't even know him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But because I know you, though. And, like, you would have came and told me when you guys first started talking. I don't know how long Cardi B and Offset been talking. Like, I don't know them. I don't... Sure. 212 with her. I don't be on her DMs and she reply. Like, so, ooh, look at my little string hanging. But no, for real, like, I don't know them. So it's like, who am I to tell you, like, oh, you making a bad decision when I don't know the depth of your relationship. They could have been talking for years. He could have met her back in freaking Club Lust when she was twirling on a pole. Maybe now, you know, they popped out because she popping a little bit.
Speaking of poles, I guess we can segue into the new thing that I see, not new, but something popular I keep seeing on social media, that good girls are being overlooked and, you know, bad women, I'm not going to use explicit in the video, but women who have other occupations that aren't under the good girl bracket.
I mean, women in general, women that are not deemed to be good. And, I mean, I guess
they're getting rings before those who got told all their life, you'll be a great wife someday. They're beating them to the finish line. And everybody's like, how is she? Like, how has she had you know, her stuff all on social media, shaking her butt all on social media, all in the video. All in the video. Like, how is a woman like that getting a ring and getting commitment before the woman that just makes sure she's primed and proper at all times, at least when social media sees it? So what do you think that's about? Do you think that men are not being as shallow as they would be in our parents' day and age, where it's like, oh yeah, I want my girl to go to church. I want her to, you know how to, you know, discipline herself. She don't need to go out all the time. Do you think men are less like that and men are more like, well, I'm going to go through my dog stage than me getting with a woman whom may be promiscuous or on social media or show a lot on social media or have like a reckless mouth is like whatever.
I personally think that people right now live for social media. We live for Instagram, we live for Snapchat, we live for Facebook, like we live for all of those type of things. So you want the girl that's going to look good on that. Like, you don't want the woman that look good on paper because you can't promote her on Snapchat. You don't promote her on Instagram. You could, but you choose not to. She don't get as many likes as the girl with the big butt and the big boobs who's always showing it. Like, she don't get that type of attention. The type of attention she gets is in school. The type of attention she gets is in her job and in her paycheck. You want the woman who's popping on Instagram with the fly clothes and whatnot, but it's because you're living for social media. It's because you're trying to put on for your friends. You're trying to put on for people that you don't even know, Instagram followers and whatnot. Like, you trying to build this woman that looks good, but what's underneath it? Like, can you guys have an intellectual conversation? Can you guys talk about politics? Can you guys talk about just social issues? Like, probably not. But she gonna look good in her lingerie in your bed. So, I mean, men think with their head down there and not their head up here. What do you think?
I think it's all about, like, similar to yours. Like, I think it's about popularity because these relationships today don't end the lights.
The lights. Let there be light. Say, nah, we just keep going. I mean, we a little darker now, but hey.
It's okay.
I'm still cute though.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying, like, I think it's all about popularity in a sense. Like, I feel like a lot of guys want 1,000 guys to want their woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she could be, like, dumb or something, but as long as she has the right body, she's A1. And that's not really good because you want a well-rounded woman at the end of the day, you know? Because that's who's going to raise your kids. Mm-hmm. So if she going to be, like, you know, thick or whatever, just make sure, like, her mind matches all of that. And I feel like that's being overlooked. Like, a lot of people don't really look at, you know, how smart, intellectual somebody is. Now everything's just about how good they look on the outside.
Right.
Like, who cares about the inside? Who cares if you have a good heart or, like, you're really caring or you're really loving? As long as you look good in the picture, you already won. So
I got a question.
We're getting real shallow.
I got a question. So, let's say you went to a guy, right? Y'all are communicating, y'all talk, y'all deal with each other, and he has this other woman. And let's say you don't necessarily think that she looks better than you, but maybe other people do, or maybe she's just as pretty or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say he's leaning more towards that side. Like, you see that he's shifting away from you and going towards her. Do you fight for him? Or, like, do you just, not fight for him, like, physically fight, but, like, do you fight for him, like, fight for his attention? Like, do you come to him with an open heart, speaking your mind, like, hey, you know, I really care about you, I really want to come back to you? Or do you just let it go and let him go to this other woman? Even though you think that you are better than this woman. Like, maybe, like, look-wise, you know, you guys may be at the same caliber, or maybe she may look a little bit better, but you know that whole package-wise, you are a better woman. Do you go after them, or do you just chill out?
I would just chill out, because one of the best quotes I've heard is, like, the only thing that keeps a man is a man that wants to be kept. So if he really wanted to be with me, that's where he would be. But if he's showing more attention to another woman, then he's letting me know, you know, my time is running short. So instead of fighting for his affection, fighting for his attention, I would just swallow that pill, that hard pill to swallow, that I'm not his cup of tea anymore. Just put on my big girl panties and know that there's more fish in the sea.
I feel like I'm, like, torn on that. Like, I feel like in the same sense, if you, in the same sense that you think, like, okay, it's other guys out here who probably would treat me the way that I want to be treated, who will notice me and appreciate me like I want to. But at the same time, if you have, like, a deep connection, if you really care about somebody, if you possibly love somebody, do you just walk away, or do you, like, fight for it? Do you be like, listen, before I walk away, before I close the door on this, before I accept the fact that you want to be with this woman and not with me, do you express, like, hey, I love you, and I think that we are great together. I know that you feel something for me, or, you know, maybe I did something deters you for a little bit from me, but maybe we should try something. Maybe we should work out something. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, I feel like if you care enough and you love enough, then yeah, you should fight for it. But at the same time, if you just like him, like if you just was infatuated with him, or just had like a little crush on him, then yeah, ain't nobody about to do all of that. But when you really care and when you really love, I kind of think that sometimes you do have to fight for love. Like, sometimes I think that you do have to just be like, hey, I'm here, and I've been here, and I think I'm great for you. The fuck? They playing spooky games.
Right.
It's about to be Halloween, and I have roommates who are about to have a party, so maybe they playing spooky games with us. I don't know, but the shit is weird. I mean, sorry, the stuff is. I be trying to curve my mouth, y'all. I really do, but I got a potty mouth. Sorry, we gotta get back to the video. Go ahead.
I think that love is worth fighting for when someone's in the fight with you. So, like, if both of you are fighting for each other's love, in the case, like, you're, like, you want to leave him because you feel like he's not respecting you, but he's fighting for you to come back to him, and in a way, in the midst of you trying to walk away, you're fighting for that relationship. So you're fighting for him to fight more for you. You get what I'm trying to say? So in that instance, yeah, sure, go for it. But, like, usually when a guy has his eyes set on another woman, and you see, like, the attention he's giving you being cut down, usually you already lost. So it's just like, he's gonna make it seem like you're desperate. And that's what hurts a lot of women's egos, is when they go to a guy, and in our heads, like, it's fighting for love, but in his head, he's like, she's crazy, she's desperate.
Can we talk about that, though? Can we really, like, let there be light, bro. God said, let there be light, and bam. And, okay, they playing games with us, I promise you. But no, seriously, like, why do men do that? Like, I know we're not men, so we can't really say, but, like, it's always a sense of, like, I'm giving you what you give me. Then when you decide that you don't want to give it to me no more, and you didn't let me know that memo, you just switch up, and I'm still giving what you was giving to me first. Now I'm starting to reciprocate it. Oh, now this girl crazy. She on me too much. She be doing too much. What? How, Sway? How?
I think guys are slow than women when it comes to emotions and communication. Like, for instance, like, when we like a guy, we know we like him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like, we don't need to, oh, maybe I need to see him at another party. Maybe I need to text him again. Like, no, we know the first time we like him. Like, they're more like, yeah, she was cute. She was alright. But let me hit her up. Like, let me talk to her. Like, they need a longer time period to actually know what they want. And it's like that, too, and they want to leave a relationship. Like, instead of just being upfront, like, this is not that anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It comes out in a cold-hearted way. Like, you wake up one day and he just, like, posting quotes or posting pictures.
Posting other females.
And you just like, well, dang, I guess I'm just snipped up out the picture.
I guess I'm gone. Like, I guess I'm out.
And they don't even seem to think that there's anything wrong with that. Like, they're just so slow. It's just like, they just be like, looking at you like you're dumb. Like, what's the issue?
But see, I feel like that goes, like, back to, like, they think with their little head instead of their big head. Like, you're not thinking about the girl who was investing all this time in you and the girl who was showing you that support or being there for you, or, who you were really interested in. It's just, you just happened to see something else. Something else got in your way, and now this head is thinking for this head. And that's not fair. Like, it's not fair to the female. It's not fair for the girl to just be set aside like that, and for you to not even think of nothing on it, like, for you not to even give her the common courtesy or the common respect to let her know as soon as you start feeling those other feelings for somebody else, or to want to do something else, or just to want to be on your own, whatever the reason is. Like, instead of harboring it and then making me seem like I'm crazy or that, like, I was in it alone, if you would have just been upfront and would have told her when you decided that you wanted to switch up, things probably would have played out differently. She would know how to let go. But when you just literally just drop somebody, how do you expect for them to take that? Like, how do you, and especially like the switch up, if I text you good morning and you say what's up, and you usually say good morning back to me, or you usually say good morning, babe, I'm not gonna know what to do. Yeah, I'm gonna push harder, because what's wrong with you? Somebody pissed in your cereal today? Like, what the hell happened?
Right. But then I think that goes again with guys. Like, remember the other day we were talking about guys deceiving themselves about their own character?
Definitely.
Guys don't want to be seen as bad guys or bad people, so they think like they're making themselves seem better. Like, oh, if I don't tell her, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, and instead I just randomly go off with this other girl and she sees it, that's way better. Yeah, she'll get the hint.
They don't want to say it. See, go. Me and I'm sorry to cut you off, but me and, I'm not going to say her name on here because I don't know if she wanted me to put her name on here, but me and this girl used to always talk about good F boys, good F-U-C-K boys. And those are the ones who are F boys, but they're like, they want to be good guys, but they're really a F boy. Like, they really are like just as scandalous and not right as these other dudes. It's just they try to put a little sugar on top of it and try to like make it seem like, oh no, but I'm a good guy though. I try to be honest with you, but you don't tell the whole truth. Like, they tell you a part of it.
Like, yeah, they won't tell you that they're talking to another girl. They just be like, oh, she's my friend. Like,
right.
They're like, what's the big deal? You got guy friends. I don't be pressing you.
Exactly.
But the thing is, when I have my guy friends, they stay friends. I don't wake up one day and he's my
in
MCM.
my bed. He ain't in my bed.
Like, your girlfriends, like, y'all be together. Like, y'all be dibbing and dabbing. And then that's nasty, because it's like, you out here hanging out with her, and then you want
bringing it to me,
and then
we don't know what she do, and I don't know what you doing outside of me and her, because you could probably have somebody else on the side that you ain't even told me. For our little my last little thing, spend like maybe 1 or 2 minutes to close this out. Situationships. What you think about them?
Situationships are not good. Situationships,
they're not good. You sound like a teacher. It's not good.
Situationships play with your emotions worse than relationships. Why, do you ask? Situationships, you're giving him the benefit of being his girlfriend. He's giving you the benefit of being his boyfriend without claiming you. See, that's the thing about situationships that are hurtful. You go through, when you guys break up, you'll go through the pain of that of a girlfriend without sounding rational, telling someone you're heartbroken. Because if you're in a situationship and you talk to somebody and you're like, oh yeah, I'm so heartbroken, and they're like, yeah, over who? Over the guy you were dealing with? But I thought he wasn't your boyfriend. So then you're just gonna look crazy going through all this heartbreak, and people that don't really know how close y'all were, if people don't know you're in a situationship, you're really gonna look nuts. Because if you're going through a heartbreak, if you're telling people you're sad or whatever, or forget sadness, angry. When you get angry, then people really think you're a nutcase.
Right.
Because when you're angry at him and people are looking at you like, that was
you're not his girl though.
Exactly. You're not his girl. That's not your man. Like, what's the big deal? So situationships don't allow you to vent or have that heartbreak period and it be accepted. Because people are always going to throw in your face that was never your man to begin with. So you should have known better. You should have been smarter. And you basically played yourself. It's basically how it's going to wind up. No matter what somebody says to you, it's going to just sound like you played yourself, basically. And that's really, it hurts your feelings.
I agree on everything you said, but I don't have a problem with situationships. And I'll tell you, as a serial situationshipper, I've been in like 4 different situations. And they all have hurt my feelings. They all have ended horribly. But I still won't say that I won't do it again. I still won't say like it's a bad thing. And I'll tell you why. I'm 23. I am fresh out of college. As we both are. We're fresh out of college.
I'm 21.
She's 21. Yeah, she wanted to point that out there. She graduated a year early, y'all. This is a smart cookie right here. But yeah, I'm still very young. Like, I am not in that place where like I am like, okay, I need to find a man now because my eggs are about to be hard-boiled and cracked and it's about that time for me. No, I am still very young. So, and I do get the whole gist of a situationship. I am one of those people, like one of those cliche people be like, oh, it's about the bond, not the title. Like, I am one of those people, like, just because you say that that's your...
Nope.
Just because you say, like, that's your boyfriend, what's going to stop him from still talking to
Nothing.
over
But think
here.
about it. If my
The same thing
boyfriend,
about situationship.
hold on, but if my boyfriend does me dirty, I can be upset without hiding. You know what I'm trying to say?
But
because
you don't
people
have
are gonna,
to.
Because people are gonna be like, oh dang, like your boyfriend, like he really did this, that, and the third. But if you're in a situationship, you're really gonna look like, maybe not crazy to some people, but like you're gonna look irrational. Like people are gonna be like, what is she mad about?
All right, so let me hit you,
You know
with
what I'm
this.
trying to say? That's what I feel like you're being robbed of your feelings in a situationship.
Let me hit you with this. One,
Hit me with it.
it's none of their business. It's none of their business. Who cares how other people feel if you're mad? If I'm mad, then I have the right to be mad because why? It's my feelings. You can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about a situation. That's number one. So saying like, oh, everybody's gonna like look at you like you're crazy. I have a finger for them that's in the middle. Like, it don't matter. You can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about somebody. You can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about a situation until you're in my situation. That's number one. Number two, situationships are not like the secret thing anymore. Like, it is the it thing. Everybody knows a situationship. Everybody has been in one. Everybody, whether it was intentional or unintentional, everybody has been in a situationship. So nobody can sit here, or a good amount of people cannot sit there and like fault you for how you feel. And I'm the type to feel how I feel, whether I was your girlfriend, your best friend, your boo, your side chick, your wife, your mother. It don't matter. Like, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel about you. You can't tell me what I'm supposed to be mad at and what I'm not supposed to be mad at. You want to know why? Because they're my feelings. You have your feelings and I have mine. Now, you can be somebody who does not choose to express that, or you can be a vocal person like me and be like, listen, sir, I just need to explain to you that I didn't appreciate what you did there. And let's unpack that whole situation now. If you want to throw the whole, oh, you're not my girl thing, then I'm going to throw the whole, okay, don't come to my house, don't text me, don't sleep with me, don't be buying me nothing, don't let me buy you anything, and we can act like friends. We can be strictly friends. That's where you have to come in and set your boundaries if you're with the situationship thing. Clearly you're not, so I mean, it's not really a conversation for you. But for me, as long as we set those boundaries, like, as long as we make it clear, like, okay, you're going to move this way? Cool, I'm going to do the same. You want to have such and such with you? Cool, let me call my other John. Like, because I always think in my head, like, you're not the only one trying to be the only one. So,
no, this is true. And that's another thing about a situationship. It's so blurred. It's so many gray areas. Like, you can be wholly committed and another girl could just come.
And the other person, like, that's the thing. Like, you
and
can
that's
be committed. The guy could be like, I'm still open. It's like, basically, a situationship to me is basically just an open relationship. In my opinion. Like, I've been in situationships, like, okay, he wasn't my boyfriend, but he was my boyfriend. Like, I know what's up. He knew what was up. People in our circle knew what was up. I mean, maybe he didn't really know what was up. But
he ain't no sis.
I don't think he really knew what was up. But I knew what was going on. Like, okay, we didn't have the title yet. Or not yet, but we didn't have the title. We didn't label what we were. But the feelings was there. Like, if I was to post something that was crazy, he looking at me like, yo, what you doing? I saw that. Like,
and that's another thing. Situationships, you can't have the joy of really being with that person. Like, you know how they say when you're not even in love, when you like a person a lot, like, you kind of want to brag about it. Like, you kind of want to show people, like, this is who I'm feeling. Like, this is him. Like, in a situationship, you really can't, like, post a Snapchat or something.
Says who, bro? Says who?
Because then you're going to do that, and then it's going to look bad if somebody say, well, maybe not in your case because you're with situations, but me, I would feel some type of way if I was in a situationship with a guy, and we posted a Snapchat, and somebody said, you know, messaging me like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, that's such and such. And they're just like, oh, that's not your, like, your man or something? I'm like, no. But then they hit me up with like, oh, but I always see you guys out together or something. And I just have to tell them, like, someone that I'm consuming my time with, that I'm on Snapchat with.
What is wrong with that, though? Like, what is wrong with saying, like, okay, that's not my boyfriend, but that's mine? Like, what is wrong with that?
Because that's not my boyfriend, but that's mine. It's just like,
that's me. Like, that's what we.
That's like wishful thinking. That's why I don't like
it. Is wishful. I
don't like wishful thinking. I'm the type of person, like, I don't play with my emotions, and I don't want to play with nobody else's emotions. So I'll be really pissed off if we're in a situationship and you just wake up one morning and you just like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. Or better yet, a better example, like now that we're getting older, people like want to do more things. They want to move to different states. They get jobs in different states. They want to relocate. So I could be in a situationship in New Jersey, and you wake up today like, oh yeah, I got a job.
He's in a situationship in Bulgaria.
Okay.
Tea spilled.
Tea spilled.
Tea spilled.
We in New Jersey, and I wake up and you just like in a situationship.
A relationship, and we in a situationship, and you in a relationship.
Exactly, like
on
somewhere else. Like, that's the thing about situationships. It has no accountability factor in it, and that's the part that grinds my gears about them.
But I feel like if you communicate, though, all this stuff, like everything that we have talked about, everything that we're talking about here, it definitely could have been avoided if people communicate. If we, who is texting me? But if we just really, it's Tayana. It's okay. Hey, best friend. But it's like it's just like
that's one from Florida.
Yes, Jacksonville.
Oh, hey girl.
But it's just like if you don't express to people, if you don't set things in place, if you don't, show how we're supposed to move and how we're supposed to get through these things and how we're supposed to navigate this whole situation, relationship, whatever, like that's where it falls apart at. Now, some people just may not be with the situation with they may not be with the situationship like my girl Petty Pay here.
Not even petty, that's the thing.
But the next time me and her make a video, I promise you, we gonna go into petty life, and it's gonna be all about the pettiness that Pay has done, and that I think she's capable of. That's gonna come. It's gonna come. But we can stop it there because we've been talking for a good minute. But I think we had a great discussion. I think it was very interesting.
It's very authentic too because it's my first YouTube video, so this is not staged.
And we definitely, I threw out ideas because I have to be mindful of what she wants to talk about and things like that. So I definitely threw out ideas to her, but everything that we brought up, like, it was just straight from the dome. Like, okay, this is how I genuinely feel. Like, we didn't have like the whole depth conversation. Like, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk about that. So yeah, I hope whoever watches this enjoys it. I don't promote my channel so people don't watch it for real, but when they do, I hope that they do enjoy this video, and it's gonna be more. So, see you later.